Dun, dun, dun. We'll see how this goes. Um, was going to do a live stream before we did the evening chores, but we already did the evening chores. So it's going to be my excuse not to stay on here forever. All the people's been doing live streams lately. Revolta Man did one, and Sister K did one. I didn't, man. Sister K went live after Revolta Man. I didn't know. Um, just went to bed. What's up, Chipper? We started our garden today. Sort of. We started part of our garden today. Uh, we're going to plant, because they seem to grow all over the place wild. We're going to try growing solo cups. Just going to plant those. No, it's still raining there. Yeah, it came a good rain next county over. All we got was a couple of quick showers. Their park's all flooded and stuff. That's what we're thinking. Gonna plant a variety and see if we can just harvest. Maybe we'll get some red ones and some blue ones, as long as they don't cross pollinate. Just our luck, the red ones, the white ones, and the green ones will cross pollinate, and all we'll have is red, white, and green solo cups, which don't know, that might sell pretty good in Texas too. So. No, the cost of the little cups to do the starch in or whatever. Yeah, we decided no, that's crazy. So we just bought. They're not even solo cups. Just we bought plastic cups. Guess what? They play like 10 or 12-ounce cups, maybe. And took a Harbor Freight drill bit and poked 3 holes in the bottom of each one of them and filled them up with potting soil. The cheapest potting soil we could get, which apparently isn't the best idea because it's got a bunch of big sticks in it.
But instead of buying one tray for $15,
yeah, instead of one tray for $15, we did.
It cost $4 to make that many.
Make 62. We got 62.
Well, actually, there was, I think, 75 in the big one for 15. At the little.
Oh, the little, yeah, the little wind deals. But then you still have to transplant those into another pot.
Mm-hmm.
And we just cut to the chase on all that. Just straight to the deal. We left our the garlic that we put in last year. We left in the ground, and it started coming back. There's little green garlics coming up out of the ground. We didn't put it in early enough last year. Apparently, you're supposed to do some research if you've never done anything before, and it takes like 9 months for your garlic to do its deal, and it didn't have 9 months of growing time. So, Buzzard Drew, Scott Charles, and Chipper, and David all up in here. Look at this.
We didn't procrastinate this time. We actually got started.
Yeah, we actually got started. We didn't have to sneak off to the greenhouse and buy our starts. We may actually do some garden videos this year. I started to do one on our raised bed gardens we did last year. And I really wish I had gone ahead and put that out there. A couple of the things we tried in there didn't work at all, but some of the things just did amazing. We got tomatoes forever, and we got peppers forever.
The bell peppers and the green
Bell peppers and the full juice or whatever. The squash didn't work out in the container. But we'll probably do some of the tomatoes in the raised beds again. The potatoes that I did in that container did really well. And I'll probably go scrape some stuff out of the goat pen and mix in there or whatever, and go ahead and put some of those sweet potatoes in there because it's early enough or late enough now to put some potatoes in. We haven't been getting great rain. It's been wetter this year than the last few years. We're hoping it'll keep raining this year. And we were looking at moving into Arkansas, but we want more the middle part of the state, and I mean, you can grow stuff there. You don't have to put your seeds right on top of the rocks and then cover them up with hay. You can just grow them in the dirt, and you don't have to. You don't have to have climbing gear on whenever you're walking to the mailbox. You can just walk down the driveway. It's pretty in the Ozarks, but it's rough country.
Where we're at now is just gently rolling plains.
Yeah, gently rolling plains. We moved into the rolling plains, onto the rolling plains, and I love it. Again, I would have rather been on the other side of the 20, but this is pretty. So, we're a solid 10 miles into the rolling part of it, I guess. It just gets prettier as you go down there until it gets scary. It's kind of cool to find out that the Revolting Men's people come from Sanko, Texas, though. Every time you go to San Angelo, I see the sign for Sanko. I knew right where it was. Never been there, but I know right where it is. And it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's only got, according to Wikipedia, it's only got 36 people in it. So that might be a good place to move to. Hey, yeah, Buzzard, did y'all feel the ground shaker majigger? Where y'all were at? I think Biddy Boo said she felt it. There might be too much dirt between you and there. Points East felt it because they're on top of that rock. We don't feel the earthquakes anymore because we've got all this sand under us now. We felt them over there because we were on the rock. We're not sitting on the rock over here. You still here, Charles? Or did you run off? Now, Charles is an interesting individual. I'd really like to get him to do a live stream with me. We tried it once, but his internet is not that great. Got another thing my wife found. I'm probably gonna do a video on it. I don't want to spoil the surprise though. We're gonna do it, and if it works, then we'll do a video on doing it. Or I guess we could do the video, and if it works, we'll put the video out. And if it doesn't work, then after that we can just do it. We don't have to fart doing the video, which makes everything takes 3 times as long. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the water catchment's a thing here. I moved my water catchment system over here, and that was it. We do have the roof on the barn now, though, so all I gotta do is the gutter. If I would quit finding reasons not to go to Sweetwater and get the steel I need to finish this and that over there, it would be better. Probably be easy. It'd be easier to do it if I had the metal, I think. Maybe. That 1,300 gallon tank's probably one of the best things we ever did. Which, I mean, they're like $800 at TSC though. I think those 1,000 gallon ones are $800. I think it's right at $1 a gallon. That's what it is. But if you can catch the rain that ordinarily runs down the creek into your neighbor's property, you're doing yourself a favor. Your neighbor might not like it, but hey, this is Texas. Do whatever I want to the water. Just cool. Well, me and the missus decided we're not bugging out, so we ain't worried about. We keep get home bags and refugee bags. That's it. Because we know if we ever have to bug out from here, we're going to be like homeless refugees, and we don't want to be those people. So. Okay, Chipper. we were getting, we get 4 or 5 earthquakes a year around here now. The worst one was, I think they made 4.8 or something. We felt that one pretty good, actually. At the other house. But all it did is just rattle the windows and knock some stuff off the shelf. What shook the house worse than anything is when the refinery blew up that one time. That was weird. I was 45 miles away. And only one person got hurt. Fort Smith isn't bad. It's like on the break line of where it's so rocky you can't do anything to where you can almost grow crops. That's where we were actually looking. That's I don't give no secrets away. Fort Smith isn't very far from several people that we know. Oklahoma broke us though. The tick scared us off of that state in the end. And I guess God was looking out for us whenever He didn't let us get the financing for that one place.
Yeah.
This is right after that I got diagnosed with this shit. Just bullshit. Anyway, we got I don't even know how many onions are in the bundle. 40. So we bought 80 onions.
I think that's what it said.
Got 80 seed onions. They've got to get in the ground the next couple of days, sometime before this weekend, I hope. But right where I was thinking about putting in the onions and stuff, I was over there looking and got a gopher doing push-ups. He's over there working out, and yeah, that's not allowed. So I got to go put out some more special groceries. And we don't have a rooster anymore. My grandkid's been walking around spooking chickens since he was born. He doesn't hurt them. He doesn't mean anything by it. It just makes him laugh when they flutter. Anyway, that rooster come up and he seen him coming and he got turned. That rooster hit him so hard it knocked him down. And then that rooster was hitting him while he was down. And I didn't react. I just grabbed him by the neck and gave him shaken baby syndrome, the rooster. So, yeah. It's a good thing we ordered them straight run chickens. Need to take however many of them brown eggs, though, and put them in the damn incubator because those are good eggs. And she lays egg. Well, she's dropping 5 a week. That's not bad. And she's a weird chicken. We didn't buy a chicken that lays these eggs. This is some magic cross that came about from our own little bundle of chickens. She's laying eggs that are almost round, but they're nearly the size of a goose egg or a duck egg. They're huge, man.
And dark brown.
Dark brown.
The shell looks like a Moran shell.
Yeah, it looks like a chocolate Moran shell, but we don't have any of those. So, how many? All right. Depends on where you're at. My neck of the woods, at least 5 acres. And I suggest that you go there, you clear it, you stack firewood, you cultivate it, you plant a garden, you get electricity run, you have a house, you have a mailbox, and bug out now. Yeah. That's people, we don't have to bug, me and the missus don't have to, we already bugged out. We bugged out 15 years ago or longer, actually, because we left the city to small town, from small town to the country. I mean, and then that country got to be too close in, so we moved further out, and here we are. You could do okay on 5 acres there too. Depending on the 5 acres. If you buy 5 acres on the side of a mountain, you're going to die. If you can buy 5 acres of reasonably level, which is going to be expensive, several, I know, probably if there's a house on it, you're looking probably $500,000. The only thing we're missing here that makes this climate perfect is rain. It can get cold here, but the cold doesn't last 3 or 4 days. When it gets cold, it's cold for 3 or 4 days, then it quits. We're expecting another couple of cold snaps sometime this month, because that's just how February is. February is pain in the butt. But we will be t-shirt weather by end of March. I mean, most of March will be spent in a t-shirt and jeans. Most of April will be spent in a t-shirt and shorts. May, you're in shorts and a t-shirt. The end. June and July, you're already sweating to death. July and August, now September and October are pretty good. I like September and October. They're like my favorite ones. Except for the wind starts coming back in. Well, David, the thing now is it's the cost of building anything is so stinking high. We want to add a den onto the house, but there's just no way. I mean, we can't afford the building materials. I mean, we could borrow the money for it and stuff, but we think we've borrowed enough for right now.
I'm still praying we sell our old house.
Yeah, we're still praying we sell the old house. That would solve a lot of problems, but my brother built a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. He did all the labor himself, the plumbing, the electrical, everything. I helped him some, but him and my other brother, they did the whole freaking thing. I mean, I helped him put the roof on. I helped him put the rafters up. Did the floor and the all just. But anyway, they built. It cost them, and this is a small 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. Was without cabinets. Was $58,000. Oh, there's a place right down the road from us that if I was filthy rich, I'd already own. They said that it's right at 40 acres. It's got a live creek running through it with fish in it. It's got like 100 by 120 foot barn on it, high top barn, and with a 2-story barn dominium inside it. And then still enough room to park your tractors, your drag racers, your boats. Run go-kart races around in that puppy if you wanted to. Sucker's huge. You know, little go-karts, not big go-karts. Yeah. Probably, I don't know, maybe 15 acres are arable, and the rest of it's kind of rough pasture country. It's perfect. It's literally perfect.
Yeah. And he knows it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's asking that much money for it.
$850,000. No, $820,000.
But the thing is, somebody will pay it.
Somebody's gonna pay that. Yep. $820,000. I could stack junk vehicles in there for weeks. It'd never run out of room. That creek kills me. And somebody up in Lubbock or over in Austin or something will swat that and they'll snatch that shit up. They're probably going to give me $800 for it. They're going to just, that's only you put that freaking 20 on there so people feel like they get somewhere by knocking it off. No, that is my dream location. It's on the right side of 20.
Got a live creek.
Got a live creek. I mean, so the water issues aren't there. You got a little gasoline and a pump, and you can irrigate your stuff. Stuff. I don't even know if that's either a live creek. It could be the Colorado River. I don't know. Anyway, it's full of water. I know that. I know it's full of water. And it's full of water right now, which means it's not flooded from the rains. But 15 acres to play on and 15 acres to work on. That's just
Got lots of wild turkeys out there all the time. Deer,
wild
quail.
turkey, deer, quail, all got just. Oh, yeah. Hoping everything works out, and I don't know that they wouldn't do it, but I'd like to buy that 40 acres. Then it's gonna be this really weird thing. Guy's gonna get a backhoe, and he's gonna start digging a hole right over there. Dig it, pile it, dig it, pile it, dig it, pile it, until there is a big chunk of this property gone, and just a big hole where it used to be. And then he's gonna go get some Portland cement and salt, and put it on there and wait for the rain. That makes the groundwater or water makes the ground hold water. In case you wonder. You can put clay or whatever. You can just put salt. Hey, creative redundancy. How goes it? How's life in the frozen north? Yeah, I don't do cold. We've been offered a sponsorship to move several places that had cold. Tell them 11. Oh, there's a guy could get 200 plus acres right down the road from me for under $500,000. But you're going to have to run your own electricity, clear your spot, build your house, drill a water well, all that stuff. It's been overgrazed, so you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to grub there's a bunch of little mesquite trees on it. You're going to have to go grub all the trees, and then you have to disc it, and then you have to seed it, and then, well, I'd disc it, harrow it, and then I'd seed it. And then you have to leave it the heck alone till the grass comes in. So the people that had it, they grazed it to nothing and didn't do anything with it. You know, they just kept putting cows on it. The guy that has the property around me right here, he won't lease it or anything to people with cattle because they had it leased out, and the people just kept cattle on it for so long and so hard that he's got the same problem. There's just not much grass back there. Small acreage down here is running about $5,000 an acre. So 10 be expensive. You can buy 300 acres for the same price you can buy 30 acres. We we could have bought just under 100 acres over yonder for what we paid for our house in our little 1 acre. So, but the neighborhood went to crap. So they already mentioned that. We have, I don't even know when spring gets here. We'll green up. We'll start greening up in March. So maybe 45 days. 45 days of spring. Okay. I'm gonna put my corn out way earlier than normal and just pay attention to the weather. So yeah, my knees are shot, my back shot, my shoulder shot, elbow shot. I think my ankles are still pretty good. This hip's not so good anymore. Brain shot. You gonna try to do a garden this year, Buzzer Reduce? And I think I'm gonna start looking for some acreage in Oklahoma again. I'd like to have 5 or 10 acres up there somewhere, like a vacation home. Yeah, my grass never did die off here. When we got that 0 degrees or whatever the other day, it burned off the tops of some of my winter grass, but we opened the root drawer. I I don't. How is that a weird thing for people to have where you keep your onions and potatoes? We always anyway. And one of the onions was trying to grow, so we just put it in some potting soil and stuck its butt in the window. And we're just gonna harvest the green onion off the top of it as we want. We'll see how it works. The plan, our garden area is going to be, what we're planning on this year is it's 40 foot wide and 100 foot. No, it's a little better than 100 foot deep. And Then there's another area that is going to be about 20 by 40 that I'm going to try to put into a garden. And we'll do the raised beds again. Yeah, exactly, says Dad. But um, I want to split our little pasture area with the fence. Um, so that I can get back there and I want to plant some wheat next winter or this fall, I guess, actually. And let that stuff get up. Just let nature take its course. Um, but we're up to 2 cattle now, and in August we will get number 3. So we're going to be buying a crap ton of hay. Wish me luck, man. I'm gonna try corn again this year. I've never got to eat corn I've grown. No, well, not since I was a kid. And actually, my mom grew that. I just dug the dirt. And it was different back then. Uh, I'm old enough. I know there's some climate change going on. You should have been around during the '90s or the late '80s and early '90s in Scurry County. Good God, it was hot. And see, the missus still wants to add coonies to the mix around here. Which is okay. Just they're not going to be up here by the house. They're not. I'm not smelling them. Pigs would mean that I would have to have a UTV because I would have to drive to there to give them food and water. They stink. So you can't buy a pig and feed it and then butcher it anymore. Not really. Not around here. There's no hog growers around here anymore. You used to be able to go buy a feeder pig for nearly nothing, but nobody grows them anymore. Here, the summer always kills I got like this close last year. But then out of nowhere, it was when the corn's up, it's got the tops on it. It's the little flowers come out, and I'm out there rubbing them together, make sure everything pollinates good. And then it was 110 degrees. and it stayed 110 degrees for a week. And the flower tops were burnt to it. They would come up, they would open, and they would burst into flames. And my corn made these little ears, but they didn't have one or two kernels on them. It was very sad. Animals are so much work. We have 3 goats, 18 chickens. Fixing to look at, well, one more that I think is going to die from bobcat complications. But we got 20 more or something like that coming. I don't remember how many we ordered. we just left Tractor Supply out of the loop this time. We just bought them straight from the breeder. And they're going to be here the end of March. And so we got April, May, June, July, August. If we're lucky, we'll see eggs in August, the end of August. Probably won't be until September. So oh man, geez, what I have to think about that. I've got to get the new hen house built. I keep dragging my feet about it because the new hen house is going to be where the goats are now. And so when you're going there to try to work, the goats try to be really helpful, and they're not. So there's that. I don't think I'll ever do rabbit skin. People are like, oh, rabbits are easy. Yeah, if you want to mess with them all the time. Rabbits were designed by God as food for everything else out there. They can and will eat just about anything. And they turn it into meat protein, and then predators eat them. They're designed fragile. Well, my hunting lease got sold. I don't got a hunting lease no more. So, and the guy I thought was buying it ain't the guy that was buying it. So I don't have a hunting lease anymore. The new guy I thought was just going to let me go ahead and do it, but it was actually a dude out of Lubbock that bought it, and now that's his hunting property. I'm paying that. I mean, that's stupid money. $500,000 just so he's got a place to go hunt. I did get access to firewood, trying to get my butt back over there. Because I have to keep firewood stacked up all year long. I cut firewood all year long because, yeah, When it's hot outside, I don't cook inside. I don't cook in the air conditioning. That's stupid. Why would you want to turn your heater on while you're running the air conditioner? Just cook outside. It's already hot out there. It ain't like you out there stirring the pot. If you can cook it in an oven, you can cook it on a barbecue pit. The end. If you can cook it on a stove, cook it on a barbecue pit. The end. Well, see, now that's tempting. But y'all got bigger deer up there, too. Y'all deer are fatter than ours. It's only 7.5 hours, man. I can do that. Till I figure out how to get to Oklahoma without going through Wichita Falls, though. The thing I hate the absolute most about this Alzheimer's bullshit. I mean, I can still function. I can go to the store. I can shop. I can tie my shoes. I can make my breakfast. You know, I'm not a danger. But that's because I'm right here where I know everything. Get somewhere new and things aren't right. And I've never had a panic attack in my life. And now, one wrong turn in a town I don't know, and it's just I don't like that feeling. Yeah, it's just no. So yeah, I got turned around in Wichita Falls coming back the last time. I mean, I'm not going through there again. Got turned around both ways. And I lost. I mean, I had to drive through downtown Wichita Falls and then find the highway I was looking for after I got out of town. $10 ago, that wouldn't have bothered me at all. I would have just been like, cool. I would have looked for a place to grab a cup of coffee. That's not the way it works, you know. I mean, the medication is doing its job or whatever, but now I'm at a point in my life with that I'm like, I can't not take that pill. So yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. What are we talking about? Um, my wife is right though. The hogs are probably the best way to store uh, cooking oil. Anyway, this year in the garden we're doing the starts we did mild peppers, um, the little Australian bitch on Google was the one that got me lost. But anyway, um, that, and I didn't have any business trying to run that application yet. Peppers, um, some heirloom tomatoes, two different types of heirloom tomatoes from Raw Painless. Um, two different types of heirloom tomatoes from our garden last year. Brussels sprouts, cabbage, uh, collards, okra, two types of tomatoes that we bought from the store. I'm pretty sure we did some others. We were stuffing solo cups and sticking seeds in them like crazy. I don't know. We did 62 of them. So, and we'll do another 60 or so in another 3 weeks. Yeah, peppers take a long time to come up, and we screwed up. We're gonna have to. I'll have to do some tomorrow on my own. I'll have to do the bell peppers. I need to put some bell peppers. I didn't do any bell peppers because the plan is to make enough peppers to dehydrate. We're gonna dehydrate bell peppers and green peppers and tomatoes. Is the plan this year is to dehydrate peppers, tomatoes, and if we can get the squash did really good. The squash we put in the ground did really good last year. The squash we planted in the raised bed, not so much. So we did not realize squash is a taproot plant, so they got to have they need this, so they're going to do better in the soil. Either that, or you got to have some seriously deep raised bed type garden things. They got a 5-foot root under them. So that's where we're at on the garden. A 30-pound what? You didn't grow no. You mean a 30-pound tomato? Or a 30-pound squash? I have some seeds for some acorn squash. Those things grow the size of a freaking pumpkin, man. But until I get the fence built and get it to where I can keep the bovine away from the additional garden area, I cannot put the acorn squash is a vining squash. That takes out, it eats a lot of ground. Yeah, they grow. They go. It's the main taproot's only, I don't know, maybe 16, 18 inches, but then it keeps going, man. Then that squash will put root 5 foot in the ground. Um, a fuzzy melon. Oh, okay. I did not know that either until we tried growing them in that raised bed, and we only had 10 inches of soil in it. And they just weren't doing. So I dumped the container to see what was going on, and there's just that the root was just curled up, looking for some place to go. I was like, oh, okay. And we took some of the ones out of the other container and put them in the ground. And this is after they'd already tried to make squash a couple times, but it took them about 3 weeks to get on top of things, and then they started spewing squash. So we're just going to do the squash in, unless we do decide to build like 3 foot tall raised beds or whatever. We were just trying to keep them away from the gophers. We managed to keep the gophers out of the tomatoes and the peppers and stuff last year by doing them in those. All they are is totes. I keep calling them raised bed containers. They're totes, man. They're Walmart totes. We put old cedar fence boards. And they're cedar. They're not the treated stuff. They were cedar. Put those in there, and then we just filled them up with dirt. And we drilled some holes in the bottom, so a bunch of little holes, so they wouldn't just hold water. It wouldn't be just a big bucket of water. And I lost apple tree to gopher, my big apple tree, and then one of my little apple tree. I already brought it up to my wife. I said, they got trees at the tractor spot. She didn't say nothing. I'm just gonna have to do it. Deal with the consequences later. Because fruit trees make all the sense. The fruit and nut trees make all the sense in the world, man. A fruit tree makes shade just like a non-fruit tree. A nut-bearing tree makes shade just like a non-nut-bearing tree. Why spend all the time and energy keeping a tree healthy that does nothing but choke sunlight out from your yard? If you're going to keep a tree alive, let it give you something back. I think it's Jabroni sent me some seeds for a tree that I'm actually planting that tree this year. as soon as everything gets leveled out, I'm hoping to be blacksmithing by the middle of the summer. Be out there when the sun goes down, working in my shop. Is the plan. Oh. I'm wanting to get some. I'm gonna have to order the apricot trees. Um, oh, oh man, I'm gonna have to call this a thing. I'm gonna have to go inside. I didn't get any sleep last night, and I didn't take my afternoon nap. Yeah, as we actually did something today. We did some things today, so I started to live stream. Been laying down on my Saturday night deals because we 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 actually do a lot on Saturdays. Um, between this and that and everything else, and we did a lot of pantry work yesterday, and then we had the grandbabies over, which was exhausting. Oh, but exhausting in a good way. And then today we gardened all day. And, I was thinking we'd do the same, a little bit bigger garden than we did last year. But apparently we're going to go with 3 times the size that we did last year. Because last year was like a test garden. And it freaking worked. We're still eating spaghetti squash that we grew. Spaghetti and butternut squash. We're still eating the squash that we grew last summer. And it's freaking the next year. That feels good. We have, we're still eating on the onions we grew last year. I think we ate all the beans already. I'm pretty sure we're out of squash. But and then we haven't strictly been eating out of the garden, but we made and put up a lot of food. Thinking I need to see. Hold on. There's a video or something up there about this. This is the carrots. Bought the carrots and bought the meat. These are our potatoes, our onions, and our beans. And that's store-bought corn. But the carrots and the corn and the meat. So we grew the rest of this. Awesome. And that basically you take it, you thaw it, and then you put it in the crock pot, and then you turn it on, and then you go back a couple hours later, and you have supper. That your magic box you're talking about, Chipper. The wife did some research, and that's what our next video is going to be about. Mostly, this is scientific experiment. I'm subscribed to Corporal Spawner. Did he forge it or cast it? I know he cast a skillet here a while back. Corporal Spawner does a lot of good stuff. Me and him in a room together, I think, would be like gasoline and hot coals. It could go real bad real fast, but he's okay. I like him. I watch his stuff. I try not to comment on his stuff because I commented on one of his videos a long time ago. He actually used to come into live streams every once in a while. But he's a drill sergeant personality, and I'm not. So there's that. I like him. I watch his stuff. The last video I watched was his little raised bed, single tarp raised bed shelter thing. That's actually really cool. But anyway, that's it for the live stream. I appreciate you people coming in and hanging out with me. It's good to see that everybody's still doing good. Don't know when I'll do the next live stream. You're welcome to show up. Like, share, subscribe, all that crap I'm supposed to say. Keep your eyes out for the video that me and the missus are going to do. I say me and the missus. She will be a part of it, but I'm not sure she's actually going to be in the video. We'll see. Don't want to promise nothing. But anyway, God bless y'all. Y'all stay alive. Do not die. Pray for other people. And ask God to do good things in their life. And know that other people are praying for y'all and asking for good things in yours. Okay? God bless.